Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Hashtag.
Hashtag good morning.
Nah, I just had an interesting story from Mike. I'll tell the viewers.
All right.
So, middle of the night, had to take a shit.
Ugh, the worst.
Yep.
Worst feeling in the world.
So, I get up, sitting there, doing my thing. And then I was just telling Mike, there's really no story behind this. It's just more of like, now you go back to bed. Now you like just are worried that if you fall asleep, you're gonna like literally shit your pants. So that was
Yes.
it. There's really no rhyme or reason to the story. That's all I got for you.
Great start to the show. Big Nick, you want to hit us with the intro?
I certainly will, John. We got 360.
360. You want to use this again? We haven't used this in a
we'll
bit.
use it. We'll use it. All right, we got 360 on the mic. Make sure you like and subscribe. Turn your notifications on. We got a short staff here today. No worries. We do not have any Omicron problems. We're just running a short staff on the show today.
This is gonna be the staff.
Pretty much, this is what it's
yeah.
gonna be. Just to let y'all know.
Yeah, it's gonna be
If you-
three.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
It's gonna be like the Three Musketeers.
COVID's kind of over, huh? Haven't heard much of it.
Yeah, I think it got a big wave and then kind of died down. And we're definitely in the downswing.
I mean, it was spreading so bad
Yeah.
that like it had to burn out at some
Yeah, it had to burn out quick.
So, all right. Well, speaking of burning out, let's burn out some topics. But before we do that, we've got Who's Gonna Buy This is already out on a podcast. Make sure you go ahead and check that out. I know you're making a long ride to Tennessee. You can kill an hour and listen to the podcast if you're listening. Fuck you, fucker. And we have the best cereals part 1. Dante and I tried 13 cereals. See which one came out on top. That was a grind, let me tell you. Woo!
Ooh.
Got to do part 2 this week.
I want to bring something up before we get into the topic, so I'll embrace debate here. I was thinking on the way in.
What you got?
Who would you rather have right now starting your franchise, Patrick Mahomes or Joe Burrow?
Wow, that's a good one.
Definitely Mahomes.
I would still take Mahomes.
I think we're short-sighted if we think it's Burrow. Mahomes is MVP. Burrow doesn't. Burrow's looked great the last 6 weeks, but he's still only in his second year in the league. Yes, he's taken his team to the championship. In Mahomes' second year as a starter, he also took his team to a championship, a Super Bowl as well, while winning MVP that same season. So I think in the amount like in Mahomes' first season as a starter, which was his second season, he took him to the AFC Championship, lost to Tom Brady, and one of the greatest games of all time as well.
That game was unbelievable.
Then Mahomes won the MVP next year, won the Super Bowl, won Super Bowl MVP in his second year, in his second full year as a starter. I'm taking Mahomes. I don't think there's anything Mahomes.
There's no wrong answer here, obviously, but so you laid all your facts of what he's done on the field and all that, and like play-wise, but what about intangibles like leadership and all that? You look at Mahomes when he was down and whatnot, and like things were going bad. He goes to the sideline and pouts. Burrow like is so fucking calm, cool, and collective.
Yes.
And yes, it's not like he's like he doesn't have the talent, but it's not like he's still an absolute stud when it comes to actual performing.
Yeah.
Like I think I'm taking Burrow when it comes to leadership and performance-wise. I honestly think I'm taking him to start a franchise around. There is no more important position in all of sports than quarterback when it comes to play and leadership. And you see it with Burrow. That leadership is just like, I mean, the kid's 25 years old. Like it's crazy. I don't know. I was just thinking about that on the way, and I think it's tough to overlook like the leadership aspect.
Mahomes is 26.
Yeah, well, he's 26.
Yeah.
Burrow's 25.
Yeah, Burrow, because he transferred so much in college.
That's a late.
He played all 4 years, transferred. He was 23 when he was drafted.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
older senior,
Yep.
but I mean, him and Mahomes are pretty much the same age, and I think just Mahomes is more
These guys
decorated
are
already.
Be duking it out for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick.
Well, that's a good way to start. But speaking of quarterbacks, we have some clarification from Tom Brady on this a little bit.
Do we have some denial going on here, Johnny? Do we have
I
some
wouldn't-
position?
He said he's not retired.
He said this is what he said. I'm pulling up the
He's
quote
not
now.
retired. I'm telling you, he's not retired.
What is this article? God damn it.
Whoever said that,
This is not the right article.
I don't know if it was you, Johnny, or someone else that said that he's going to do it the last episode, or was it you? The
It was
last
me, yeah.
episode of the
show
Man in
ended.
the Arena.
Yeah.
I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, I think he's going to do a special.
Yeah.
So what he tells, Tom
Unfortunately.
Brady tells reports that he's, quote, still going through the process of decision making.
I think he's already made up his mind. He's just
Yeah.
not saying anything.
Yeah.
So Tom Brady
I
spoke.
think his mind's been made up one way or the other for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know for a long time. I think this came quickly. I think
You're like,
after
you
the
do
season.
Probably right after
No.
the season.
I think it was around after the season's decision.
Yeah.
I think once the season ended, he took a lot of what he just accomplished, of like kind of his family. Giselle probably, yeah, you're right. Giselle probably made a huge role in this, but I'm sure this is a huge decision on him too. I think he kind of took a lot of everything in his life and just kind of made the decision from there. It's kind of built quickly. Although there were rumors that he was thinking about it during the season, but I think his final decision kind of came after the season ended.
Yeah.
But he told the Let's Go podcast they still evaluating his options. Quote, I'm still going through the process. I said I was going through. Think when the time is right, I'll be ready to make the decision one way or the other. Which is pretty much saying that I am retired. Because if this is Tom Brady and he wasn't going to retire, he would deny it instead of saying, I'm still making up my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Right after the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I
Wait
think
for
right
it.
after the Super Bowl.
Couple days after the Super Bowl, maybe the next day.
Yeah.
And we'll have our answer.
Yeah, I think it'll be very soon after the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I think he respects the game too much that he wouldn't want to make Super
Yeah.
Bowl about him.
That's what I was thinking too. When this initially came out, I'm like, this doesn't seem like a Brady thing to do.
Yeah.
You know, Brady's the guy who just will retire. Like, he doesn't want the year-long celebration. He just wants the get out when he gets out. Yeah, and I think that's kind of what will
The
happen.
year-long celebration thing, that's just a distraction. Let's be honest. It's just
Yeah.
a distraction.
It works for some things. So, like Ray Lewis, it was kind of a rallying cry for the Ravens when he was announced his
Did he
retirement.
announce he was retiring out there? No, that's it.
Yeah, like people knew it was his last year. That's why he wanted to come back so badly, which is why he took the deer antler spray.
That's the only thing it probably took.
Yeah,
Like,
probably.
oh, shit, what are they gonna do if he gets us? What are they gonna do? Fucking test him for steroids? He comes back that day after the Super Bowl. Oh, you're suspended. All right.
Oh, I'm
You got my
retired.
ring. I don't give a shit.
So I think for like some like David Ortiz, his last year, that kind of became like a thing. He had the best season anyone's ever had in their last year. I think it worked for some players, and then on some players it is a distraction. Like when Jeter retired, that was nauseating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a distraction.
Yeah, that team wasn't good. I mean, the thing with that when Jeter retired is that I think Jeter's retirement tour cost the Yankees a playoff spot. That season they were 82 and 80. Joe Girardi decided to play Derek Jeter in the 2-hole the entire season. He batted .240 and was
Bet
like,
he got pressure from ownership.
oh, for sure, no doubt. But Jeter's last season he was awful, and he batted in the 2-hole the entire season. And if they'd
Give
won
as many at-bats as possible.
exactly, but if they'd won like 3 more games, if you replace Derek Jeter's 2-hole bat with a good bat, who's not batting .256 with a .313 slugging, I mean he played 145 games that year and hit 4 home
I
runs.
think he was quote unquote a starter that year too.
Yeah, he did start.
That was okay. That was
Yeah,
enough said.
yeah. So I think he cost the Yankees a playoff spot that year.
I think they were fine with that year because they knew they weren't going anywhere anyway.
Who knows? You never know when you make the playoffs what happens.
Very true, Johnny.
Yeah, anything can happen. No one thought the Bengals could really go on a run like this, but they finished 84 and 78. So if they won like 3 more games, they would be a playoff spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the examples of it costing their teams. So we'll see what happens.
To sell tickets that year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I bought a ticket to see Jeter's last game in Camden Yards because I was living in Maryland at the time. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you, you know?
Yeah. Speaking of baseball,
Are you
MLB,
talking today?
yeah, MLB and Players Association are set to resume talks today. Although Ken Rosenthal reported yesterday that the sides are nowhere close on a deal.
It's not gonna happen.
I mean, it's going to happen eventually.
I'm just saying, like, not right now.
Not right now. I think at this point we're coming too close where they're pushing the season back, which is just a shame because like they waited for too long to start the talks, and now the talks are happening.
When
What
do
are they gonna last
pitchers
8
and
minutes this time?
when
Yeah.
do pitchers and catchers usually report?
I think it's
2
just
weeks
on
from now?
Valentine's Day,
Yeah,
right?
around Valentine's Day.
Okay, so it's definitely gonna get pushed back.
Yeah. Yep.
Hmm.
It's not great, and it's just
It's such
I
a
don't know.
bad look.
It's such a bad look. I'm tired of the bullshit with baseball right now. I'm really losing interest in the sport, which is
Yeah.
coming from me is saying a lot.
yeah, coming from you, that's a
I'm
lot.
not gonna lie to you. I think I watched maybe 1 game last year.
Yeah.
I didn't
I
even
don't think I
watch that
watched a
many
single
games.
pitch.
I mean, it could be a compound factor of my team being bad, but it's just there's so much around baseball right now that's just like, what's the point? Like,
I understand like lockouts and negotiations with TBAs and all that. Like they happen in sports.
Yeah.
I get it. But
Why-
to have this much public animosity, like everyone knows it's just like these two, thank you. really firing today. Everyone knows these two sides. Like, it's legitimate, like, hate between them.
Yeah.
Like, it's so bad. It's such
not
a bad look.
And it's not even the hatred per se, because the hatred is very passive-aggressive hatred. It's not like calling each other
lawyer
out.
hatred.
Yeah, exactly. It's money hatred,
Yeah.
rich people hatred.
Yeah.
Where it's just passive-aggressive comments in the media. Oh, the players should want to do this, from Rob Manfred.
Yeah.
And there's no really good reason as to why this is happening. In '94, when there was a strike, there was a reason to why the strike was happening. The players wanted more money.
Yep.
The owners were keeping a lot of the money. And while these things are still true today, players still want more money. There's no good reason for a strike right now. It's not a strike, it's a lockout. There's a difference, because the players aren't striking. They're being locked out by ownership.
Right.
And there's no reason for that to be happening. You can't point to and say ownership wants this. Ownership just wants the players to suffer.
Yeah.
That's all you can tell from ownership. And players don't really know what they want either. And so what are we even doing here? What's going to be the outcome of this? We're probably going to agree to a similar CBA that we had before with some slight tweaks. And we're going to all do all this hand-wringing and all this bullshit for the last 3 months. We're going to be pointless. And then we're going to do this again in 5 years.
And lose like a fifth of the season. Or some
Exactly.
shit like that, you know?
Exactly. So it is stupid and silly and
It's not like
short-sighted.
It's not like they wouldn't be motivated to get a season rolling, especially during a pandemic season when you only had 60 fucking games.
Exactly. When you lost so much money 2 years ago, you need that money back. It's just stupid. It's stupid and short-sighted.
So they're talking today, you said?
They're talking today.
Nothing's going to happen.
See if there any.
Yeah, the meeting will be about 10 minutes this time. Instead
Yeah.
of 7.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not.
Baseball sucks, dude. It sucks.
I like-
Football is way more interesting to watch than fucking baseball. I will give you that. 100%.
Remember when people thought baseball was America's sport? That was funny.
That was like 60 years ago.
Yeah.
Even like 20 years ago.
Well, so baseball's ratings numbers are still up. Like last year was the highest rated year of any season in baseball history.
Jesus.
So ratings, people are watching baseball more now than they ever have. It's just baseball.
Look at the starts that you have in the league.
Yeah, it's more so star. NBA ratings were down last year. NFL ratings were down last year. The only ratings that were up in their last seasons was baseball. So football's rebounded this year. Football's ratings are skyrocketed this year, but basketball ratings are way down. I don't know what the deals with basketball is this year. Like I don't know what the deal is.
So I think people are starting to realize the NBA is a fucking joke.
It's very uninteresting. I
It's
just.
a bunch of prima donnas fucking bitching to each other. Is what it is. It's like a reality show.
Yeah, no, it really is. I really can't. I don't. Like, even as much as I bitch about the NBA, like, every now and then I would tune into a Celtics game.
Yeah.
Just because why not? And that team is just.
I mean, this year I've watched
Ugh.
no basketball,
It's,
none whatsoever.
It's very There's no one. There's not even like anyone to like gravitate towards. Like
No.
I can't even like Clay coming back and like Steph playing out of his mind at the beginning of the year. Like you think you could like gravitate to that. It's just like man, I can't. I'm not even interested in that.
Exactly. I'm not interested in Jokic. Jokic putting up another MVP season. Like, there's just nothing that's exactly. There's nothing pulling me in.
No.
I think I'll tune back in for playoffs, but like really,
Something that could play you.
snacky. But yeah, I just don't know what it is this year with basketball. I just really cannot find myself interested.
No.
I just don't care. I really just don't care. Call me apathetic. Just, yeah.
Let me ask you guys a question. Before the pandemic, would you have said this? Like, hear me out. Like, I think the pandemic has a lot to do with it.
I do think that too. I think
I just
going like months without watching any sports kind of changed how I watch sports. Coming back into it, kind of having that time away, kind of detached me from this. I mean, I think I'm watching more football now than I ever have.
Oh,
I will say
that
that.
just shit just doesn't change. That's just
Because it's. I was thinking about this last night. It's kind of the perfect time commitment for a sport.
Yeah.
Just gotta give 1 day a week to the sport.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Football's the
it's-
best sport
and
by
it's
far.
only 16, 17 weeks.
Exactly.
Like, it's not, you know, that's the thing. Like, when I'm home, like, I used to watch all the NFL games and stuff when I was younger and stuff, but now it's like, all right, yeah, I'll tune in, but, like, my big thing is get my Patriots game in. I'm satisfied. Like, it's like, I don't have to sit there. Like, I used to sit in front of the TV from 12 to, like, 9.
That's
and
what I
watch
do.
NFL all day long. Now it's like, and I don't know if it's because I'm in a relationship now, we just do other things or just whatever, but like I don't want to sit in front of this TV for 9 hours. Like I want to go do other things too. Like it's just like, I don't know. I think it has to do with the fact that I was used to doing something for a long period of time. And I think it's like you said, when the sport was gone for a little while, I was like, okay,
Here's some other
whatever.
things you can do. Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of like, don't get me wrong. I still love the NFL. I mean, by far. Like, I will not watch every Red Sox game. I will not watch every Celtics game. I have nothing against the Bruins. I never got into hockey. But, like, the Patriots, yeah. Juliet knows. 1 o'clock, I'm here. 4 o'clock, I'm here. Like, that's like...
I mean,
That's the one thing that'll never change for me. Sundays, I'm on the couch from 10 to...
yeah, that's kind of...
10 to 10.
Yeah.
Other than that...
I usually plop down 12:30, kick it on.
Yeah.
And then I'm there till Sunday Night Football.
Yeah. Other
Sometimes
than
I'll take a
that-
break during the 4 o'clock games, do something else.
Yeah.
Because, like, by that point, like, for the
I'll turn
first
the
half
golf
of the...
on or something.
Yeah, for the first half of 4 o'clock games, like, I just witnessed the end of good games. I got to give myself a little bit of a break, and I'll just do something else.
Yeah.
But for me, when I was growing up, I used to be such a big baseball fan in the sense that I couldn't even miss a game. Like, I would watch 162 games a year.
Oh,
Yeah, I would do that.
gee Louise, Johnny.
When I was like in like late middle school, early high school, the Nats were good. They're playing great baseball.
Should have a box around you, right?
Yeah. It was good baseball, good high quality baseball. The teams were exciting, the games were fun. So that used to be like what I would do, 7 p.m. I'd be with friends, I'd have the game on my phone or something like that. Definitely a very cool kid.
Hey,
But
God bless you, Johnny.
yeah, but again, it could be the Nats winning the World Series, could be the pandemic, could be the team is not good, but just that interest in watching that many games is just not there, even though we're this far removed from baseball. Like at this point in normal off seasons, I'd be, excited that we're 2 weeks away from pitching catchers reporting. Like growing up when I was a kid, like I'd have the countdown on my computer, this many days of pitchers and catchers reporting, and now I don't know, like it's the lack of interest from the league in building a product, a sustainable product, that kind of just gets to you after year after year. And you're just like, what's the point? If the league doesn't give a shit about me as a fan, then why should I give a shit about them?
There you go. You nailed
This
it.
is the one thing that I have said for the longest time. I am a diehard Patriots fan, but, at the same time, let's be real here, okay? We all can be our fans of our teams and stuff like that. You can love Tom Brady, you can do this, you can do that. Nothing wrong with that. But it's like, they don't love you back. They don't even know you exist,
As the kid said in Fever Pitch, you love the Sox, but have they ever loved you back?
Couldn't have been more of a true statement.
Tom Brady loves me. I know that for a fact. So I'm okay with it.
Are you guys Fever Pitch fans?
Yeah, I like that
I
movie.
like the movie.
I love that movie. I think it's one of my favorite sports movies.
I haven't seen that in a long time. I'd like to watch it soon.
It's just one of those movies that encapsulates like what it means to be a
I love how
sports
he's
fan.
like, he's got the pen. He's just like hesitant to sign the contract. Just,
He's just shaking.
and
just
the guy in
signing
the back,
it,
the old
yeah.
guy's just like, shit.
Your father your uncle would be rolling in his grave right now.
It's hysterical.
I love that movie so much. That's not Yankee dancing. That's Devil Ray dancing. I gotta see some Yankee dancing.
It's hysterical.
Great movie.
Look, $100,000. I want your tickets.
All right. What else we got? So the NFL is expecting a lot of counterfeit Super Bowl tickets this year at the end of the Super Bowl.
You know
Yes.
what stinks too? I understand it's a Super Bowl. It's one of the biggest sporting events, if not one of the biggest just events in general in the world. But to make the lowest ticket $6,000,
It's ridiculous.
I mean, you're taking away you're only letting
Every blue-collar fan can't go.
You're letting people. You're just Xing out all those people who love football and would want to go to Super Bowl. It sucks. Like, my dad told me a story. I think he went to the Super Bowl in like '85 or something. Obviously, tickets way cheaper and whatnot. And like he was able to do that. It's like I could probably firmly say I will 100% never go to a Super Bowl in my lifetime. Can't afford it. Like, it's just ridiculous, and
Yeah.
it sucks because like there's nothing more I would love to do than go to a Super Bowl. I wouldn't even care what teams are in it. I think it'd just be cool to do once in your life. But to have to drop $6,000 just to sit in the seat.
Not only is it $6,000,
It's a worse
that's
seat.
just for the ticket.
No,
You
I
gotta
know, that's
get-
what I'm saying.
You got to get a hotel. You got to fucking spend money on food and
It's
all the other
just
shit.
it makes it so it makes
Yeah.
it near impossible for your everyday diehard NFL fan to go see the one football game that is unbelievable. I don't know. It sucks.
The problem is people pay for it. They don't care.
No,
This-
I know.
And
I
we're
know
also
it'll never
talking.
change.
We're also talking about L.A. here.
Yeah.
Like, this is L.A. And
Well,
like
it's
the
the same. It's the case with every Super Bowl.
it is, but I think if you go to Indianapolis, it's cheaper than it would be. It's not $6,000 for the cheapest ticket. in
Sure
Indy.
it is. Yeah.
Is it?
The past few Super Bowls, all the cheapest tickets are $6,000.
Jesus Christ.
It's bad.
Yeah, I mean, you're just gonna have like
Your stay is gonna be a little cheaper in Indy,
Yeah.
but it's like
you're just gonna have what's gonna end up
You don't
happening
have
is just
to wear
like
a mask the whole entire time too. They got the mask mandate coming right back, right in
Yeah.
time for the Super Bowl.
look at that.
they've had it for a while actually, the mask mandate, but it's not enforced ever. You can watch those games, no one's ever
I
wearing a
go to
mask.
fucking market basket down the street. There's people that don't have a mask on. It
Yeah.
says right in front of the thing, mask required.
Yeah. What was it say? Yeah, I mean you're right. It's shitty because you're not. You know, the Super Bowl is one of those things that like, you want to grow the game, but they also want people to watch it on TV,
Yeah.
and so they're trying to encourage people to watch on TV.
There hasn't been a good fucking Super Bowl commercial since Vietnam. So
I mean, it's like their ads. I mean, that's end of the day that we're just talking about advertisement here.
I need to get Doritos one this year.
Yeah.
not a good M&M one.
The green M&M's not sexy
Yeah,
anymore
there's-
though. So what's the
the
point?
M&M, you're not gonna like the M&M ones this year.
No, I'm saying, but in the past they've had some really good ones.
Really? I don't remember any M&M ones. Like
got the-
you're talking M&M's, like
Yeah,
Yeah.
the two
I mean, they're
guys
performing
that, like, they go into the house and they see Santa Claus.
They're performing at halftime, aren't they? Thank you. Thank
they're
you.
gonna the M&M ones are. You're not gonna like them this year. They're gonna be those are gonna be insufferable ones
The
actually.
green M&M's not sexy. I can't fuck her anymore.
Didn't the blue one just get a pantsuit too? Isn't that a thing?
I don't know.
I hope that was.
There's nothing in this world I care less about than the gender politics of M&M.
But it's funny that it's a thing.
It is funny that it's a thing, and you know what? It's working because we're fucking talking about it.
Yeah, of course.
So let's stop talking about it.
Yeah.
It won't work anymore.
Exactly. But what I was going to say about the Super Bowl tickets, there's something I wanted to say. What's going to end up happening is you're going to have a bunch of celebrities who don't give a shit about football just at the game. Just James Corden's going to be like, yeah, go Rams! And
Yeah.
everyone's going to be like, fuck you, James Corden, you suck.
There's like two big name
Do you realize
celebrities
how many
that are.
celebrities are going to be at that game?
Oh, so many. Rob Lowe will be there for sure wearing his NFL hat.
I was last week he wore a Rams hat.
What?
Yeah.
I thought he was just a fan of the football.
He had an LA hat on. I was gonna say that him and like two other celebrities actually care about football that'll
Yeah.
be there. Other than that, it's just gonna
It's
be.
a gossip show, blah, blah.
Who else?
Think
Leo
about it.
Leo was there last weekend.
Leo was there. Yep.
There's just
J-Lo will be there.
Oh, yeah.
That being said, I mean, yes, I went on that little rant about wanting to go to the Super Bowl would be very cool, but at the end of the day, I think I do like watching football on TV much better.
Oh, yeah. I hate going to football games.
Yeah, the tailgate's fun, but then
Yeah.
sitting there sucks. So.
Getting out of there's a nightmare.
Yep.
Nick, you ever going to a Pats game?
Johnny, as much as you're going to be surprised by my answer, I have never been to a Pats game.
I'm not really surprised by
Not
that.
terribly surprised by that, yeah.
Never been. I've been to one preseason game, and it was right before Tom Brady got hurt that season.
Oh,
it was
08?
It was right off of the 07 perfect season, and it was like the 08 preseason, and it was like literally 2 weeks before he tore his ACL.
And Matt Castle led him to an 11-5 season, baby.
Yeah. Cool. Well,
When is February 13th?
13th.
Day before Valentine's Day.
Oh,
Yeah,
come
get-
on. What is that?
what do you mean?
How does the world expect us men to be able to
Peak performance
peak
the next
performance the next day after the Super Bowl?
Exactly.
We're being set up for failure.
Day. Uh-huh.
Viagra.
I wasn't I wasn't fully talking about that, but yeah, okay.
You're
All right.
talking about performance.
No, okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Do you see Cincinnati high schools are
Yeah.
closed the day after the Super Bowl?
Yeah, good
I
for
love
them.
that. I love that.
Good
The
for
day after
them.
Super Bowl should be a holiday.
It really should.
Like, you know, you got 100 million people watching this game. That's like a third of the U.S. population.
Yeah.
Like, you know. and
Quite
it's
literally the whole
worldwide.
country will watch.
Yeah.
Like it should be. It should
Who,
be a holiday.
who are the people that don't watch the Super Bowl?
People.
MIT kids.
People. People who should be taken out back to the other farm.
Even if you're not a football fan, because I've watched plenty of Super Bowls with non-football
Yeah.
fans. Even if you're not, the spectacle of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's an event. It's the
It's almost
sporting
like a
event of the
holiday.
year.
You come together for Christmas.
Exactly.
and have
Yeah,
turkey.
yeah, exactly,
You-
exactly.
You have nachos.
It's a full
instead.
day affair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
flying on the day of the Super Bowl.
Really?
Right?
Yeah.
Flying
Yeah.
away.
Miami?
No, I'm going just home for the weekend.
Huh.
Yeah.
You're flying back home for the weekend?
Yeah. I got to send EJ an email. Now I remember that. Do that today. All right. Next topic.
Welcome to Miami.
Nick Cannon.
Oh, fuck this guy.
Oh, what's he doing?
He's having another kid.
Oh.
This time with Johnny Manziel's ex-wife.
I didn't know Johnny Manziel was ever married.
I didn't know that either.
Doesn't Nick Cannon have
He's got a kid with Mariah Carey, doesn't he?
This is his 8th kid.
with? Isn't it like six or so different people, or is that too high of a number? I'm pretty sure he has kids with like a lot of different women.
Let's find out.
Who the hell was Johnny Manziel married to?
Her name is Bree something. Ticey.
You got a picture?
I have this photo. When Bae thinks your ass is a pillow.
Okay.
I
Yes.
love Johnny Manziel.
This will be Canton's 8th child with the 5th different woman in his life. It'll
Ah,
also be his 5th
wow.
child born in the last 2 years. Damn, that guy is plowing.
He.
Better keep making some more shows. Fuck.
Yeah. Is Wild and Out still on?
I don't know.
I fucking loved that show.
That was a good show.
Oh, I loved it.
Wildin'.
That was such a crazy show.
New York, where you at?
Yeah, well.
5.
That fucking guy had everybody on that show.
Oh, yeah.
Ross, fucking
Oh, yeah.
Everybody was on that show.
You say 5? So 5 kids in the past 2 years?
5 kids in the past 2 years. One of the kids did unfortunately pass away, but
Whoop.
yeah.
Okay.
But yes, this is his 8th
5
child.
5 kid. I'm trying to do the math there.
How many?
9 months.
Yeah.
How many
They
overlap
definitely,
there?
most of them overlap.
I mean, if he's with different women too,
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
it won't make a difference.
Imagine like all those kids like growing up the same age, like having like 5 kids who are like 2 around the same time. It's crazy. It's weird.
You got a step,
Tough go.
step brother, a step brother, and a step sister.
Exactly. Tough. Tough.
Is he a good guy or what's
I
on this guy?
don't know too much about Nick Cannon.
Me neither.
Speaking of
mixed up with Neo for some reason.
speaking
know
of rappers with kids, Rihanna and ASAP Rocky having their first kid together.
Was that all right? So I saw the picture yesterday. I
Yes.
thought this was already a known thing. Or
No.
did they get married?
No, they're not married. They're just dating.
Oh, okay. So everyone was going crazy when they started dating.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
because they're the most beautiful people ever.
Yeah.
And this child will be the most beautiful child ever born.
This child is going to be amazing.
This child will be the most talented person, most musically gifted person, gorgeous looking person. This child is our savior. And,
He is our savior.
He is our savior. Rihanna and ASAP's kid.
I can't wait to know what they name it.
Mhm.
Beautiful little baby bump on Rihanna.
Yep. Oh. She,
Oh, is she done making music
she hasn't made anything since 2016.
since
She's still,
Anti?
Anti.
she's still
yeah.
making plenty of
Anti?
money.
Oh yeah, well Fenty's,
she has- yeah.
Fenty's making her
I'm pretty sure.
buckets. That's what makes her most for money.
I'm
She's a
pretty sure
billionaire.
it's what?
She's a billionaire.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say. Didn't she? That got her up to billionaire
Yeah.
status.
Yeah.
But a couple years ago, she was dating that like Saudi prince. I'm pretty sure that was a wild time.
Yes, he
It's
was
it.
Hassan Jamil, a Saudi businessman.
Yeah. And
Well-
ASAP was in jail in Sweden, and Donnie got him out.
Oh, that's right.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
He tweeted free ASAP.
Jesus
Whew,
Christ,
past
what a
2 years
time.
have been a fucking doozy, huh?
What a time to be alive.
Our president tweeted
Free
free
ASAP.
ASAP. and
Free
got him out of
ASAP.
Sweden.
We're gonna get him
Swedish
home
prison.
ASAP. That was part of the tweet.
That was fucking absurd.
Oh man.
Crazy.
Oh man. Must be a great time to live in another country and just laugh at us.
Yes, pretty much. Oh, there's another topic we talked about yesterday that Dwayne brings to my attention that I forgot to talk about. Jim Harbaugh going through his second interview with the Vikings.
He's getting the job.
I think he's getting the job. I think he's going to the NFL.
Someone else just took their interview with the Vikings. The offensive or defensive coordinator for the Giants.
Patrick Graham went and got an interview too.
Yeah, the one that Daboll wants to keep on staff, but I think he interviewed with the Vikings.
I was
as well.
watching his press conference.
Daboll.
Yeah.
That was weird.
It was very strange. He was like trying to make a bunch of jokes that didn't land.
Yeah, dude. These new coaches, like,
They tried too hard.
you just need to be normal.
Yeah.
Why are you coming in and doing weird things? It's not that difficult to be a normal human being.
How well do you think Harbaugh is going to do in the NFL?
I think he actually do really well with that team. I really do.
I think
He
he is one of the better coaches to make the leap from college.
Yes, yeah, I think as long as he's able to differentiate, because he's such a perfect college coach the way he coaches. Like
yeah,
he's
but
just
also he's not that great of a.
no. I'm
coach.
saying like not a great coach, but like the way he approaches it, like you can mold these college kids because they're not professionals getting paid. Like you can kind of do that in the college game.
Yeah,
I mean,
Jim Harbaugh is one of three coaches that have a 500 better record as a college coach making the jump in the NFL.
Into a Super Bowl.
Yeah. He's 44-19-1 in his NFL career. He's one of the best coaches to make the jump.
I mean, and taking on that Vikings team would be a great fit.
It would be a good fit. I mean, it's a very
You just
high
need to
powered.
get fucking Kirk Cousins out of there.
Who do you want quarterbacking the Vikings next year?
He brings in Jimmy G.
You need to get someone. You're not gonna ever win a Super Bowl with Kirk Cousins. That's just never gonna happen.
Because he's
You
not a
might-
good quarterback.
You'll get the first round playoff bump out, and that's it.
Yeah.
You gotta get someone else in there. He's not a playoff quarterback.
No.
I don't know who,
Derek
Derek
Carr. Yeah.
but Josh
He's already
McDaniels. He's probably gonna want to stay with Josh McDaniels.
Derek
now.
Carr's already
He's-
going to the Steelers.
That too.
Yeah.
Isn't
There's so many
Kirk
teams that are going to want
Cousins-
quarterbacks, and there are not enough quarterbacks out there.
No.
Like Vikings.
Kirk Cousins has another year or
Yeah.
two, right?
They'd have to trade him.
Like 25 million,
Yeah.
30 million, or some bullshit.
Let's see. What teams are going to be in the market for quarterbacks this year?
Steelers, Broncos,
Broncos.
possibly Seahawks,
Possibly no.
possibly Niners,
Football team,
football team.
Panthers, Colts. I've heard Rodgers to Colts is interesting because McAfee has his ear. Dude, McAfee has his ear,
Yeah, but McAfee doesn't work for the Colts.
but he keeps pushing it. Every time Rodgers on the show, he's like, "Come to the Colts." Every time.
They're invested in Wentz now. They love Wentz.
They hate Wentz.
Frank Reich or whatever loves Wentz. Loves him.
I can see him moving on. Listen, if Rodgers says I want to play with the Colts,
Well,
yeah, you're making that happen.
Rodgers, yeah.
They're Packers, but they'll
Possibly the Texans.
they're not. They'll move Deshaun Watson, but they're not going to. They're going with Davis Mills, I assume, next year.
Possibly Miami.
Possibly Miami.
Possibly.
I think Miami has.
I
Tua
think Miami
after
made a
this
choice.
Season, yeah.
They made a choice between Brian Flores and Tua, and they chose Tua.
Yeah.
That's why they fired Flores. Was because Flores hated Tua, and so they made their choice.
Yeah, there could be a possibility of a good amount of not very good quarterbacks playing in the league next year.
Yep.
We could have Mason Rudolph as a
NFL
full-time
quarterback.
starter.
That'd be
Cam
hilarious.
Newton.
He's not playing. He's done, right?
I would hope so.
Who knows?
Fucking guy was trash.
Trash.
Yeah. But look, if you're the Vikings, who do you get as quarterback?
Well, they're gonna stick with Kirk Cousins, unfortunately, most likely.
Because again, there are a lot of teams that want quarterbacks. I mean, you could probably get something for Cousins. I don't know who would trade for Cousins, but you could
I
probably.
think somebody would be desperate for him.
Yeah.
I could see it.
I mean, Steelers.
Yeah.
Steelers.
He would look horrible in the Steelers uniform.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know. They're gonna stick with Cousins. I would love to. I mean, Derek Carr in that offense would be great.
Derek Carr in a lot of offenses would be great. That's not the Raiders.
Future MVP.
Future MVP.
Oh my God! If he went to the Vikings, I'd put a lot of money on him being MVP.
It would be bad for you. You don't
Yeah, it
want
would
to
be
go to the
bad.
Vikings.
Dude, I mean if that Vikings team is legitimately a quarterback and like a couple defensive players away from a serious Super Bowl contending team.
Yeah. I mean,
Their
that
defense
offense
needs a
doesn't.
little
That
tuning up.
offense doesn't quit.
Nope.
You got three of the best weapons you can
Yeah.
have. Got
Yeah.
top 2 wide receiver in the league. You got top 15 wide receiver in the league. Got top 5 running back in the league.
Yep.
I mean, you're not going to get much better than that.
No.
Anyway, next topic. Speaking of wide receivers, Antonio Brown's glove thrown into stands after meltdown is now up for auction.
Jesus Christ. How
Yes.
much?
Someone's buying it.
Someone's going to buy it. Well, no, God damn it, ad blockers. Man, I got to turn off my ad blocker. I'll vamp for a bit. Current bid is at $1,400, and the bid will end the day before the Super Bowl.
Somebody will buy it. Somebody's going to buy it for that.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, probably more than that. The online auction is being held at Leland Sports Memorabilia and Card Auctions and was posted Saturday night with a starting bid. So it started on Sunday night. The starting bid was $81 in honor of the jersey number he wore. By Monday night, it was up to $1,400.
Oh man.
Do you own any sports memorabilia?
What?
Do you have any like sports memorabilia?
I don't think so. I'm trying to. No, I don't think so. Sports memorabilia is kind of weird to me.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. Like I get it. It's always just like, why are you paying that much? I don't know.
I used to get it as like gifts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you're
Yeah.
a sports fan. So like I have a. Let me think of some of the stuff. I have a lot of stuff.
I'm more of like a souvenir guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got like a Jim Palmer signed jersey. I've got a Sandy Koufax signed home plate. I have a Ryan Zimmerman signed baseball bat. I have a Big Poppy signed jersey.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like it's all cool. It's all cool stuff.
Yeah. And then I got a bunch of stuff that I got signed myself too.
Yeah.
Like from going to games. I have a Manny Ramirez signed baseball. I have a baseball somewhere in my house that's signed by Jimmy Rollins, Ryan Howard, and Pedro.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
That's a cool one.
Yeah. And Pedro's on the Phillies. End of his career.
Really?
Yeah.
I do not remember that.
When I was
When did he retire?
2009, I think it was his last year.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I was how old
He
was I
had
then?
nothing left after he left Boston.
No.
He had
No, I mean he
nothing left.
cooked his arm.
Nothing
He
left.
was. I mean, he was part of that Phillies World Series team. Played for the Mets and the Phillies after. He was on that
Red Sox
second
nailed
Phillies
that one.
World team that lost. But yeah, after he had one. Let's see. After he left the Red Sox, he had one really good season with the Mets, and then was mediocre the rest of his career.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was 12 years old, and we had won a thing of the Nats, and this is when the Nats were hot garbage, and the Phillies were really, really good, coming off a World Series win. We won a thing to go on the field and watch batting practice. So we chose a game when the Phillies were playing, and we got on the field, and I got like a baseball signed by Pedro, Ryan Howard, Jimmy Rollins. Chase
Yeah.
Utley said no. Yeah, they'd come out there.
Chase Utley said no.
Chase Utley said no.
He's a dick.
Yeah. Hi, Chase. My name's Mac.
How do you look at a young child like that that's like, Chase? You can't give him fucking 30 seconds of your day.
Oh, one of my favorite stories of all time was
I don't get that.
when I was like, I had to be, it was 2006, so I was like, how was that? 9. I was 9 years old, and I was at a Nats game, and you know, Nats games weren't well attended at that time, and so we had season tickets. We shared season tickets with a bunch of people behind the first base dugout, and so we, before the game, we're there early, and I'm talking to, or it was the third base dugout. I'm talking to Tony Batista, who was a pinch hitter for the Nats at the time. He used to have that weird stance where he was wide open.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, Tony.
Strange motherfucker.
I was like, hey, Tony, can I have your bat? And he was like, if I don't come into this game, I'll give you my bat. So it's like the 4th inning, I'm still heckling. I'm like, Tony, make sure you give me your bat. He's like, I got you, kid. I got you. Bottom of the 9th inning, 2 outs. Nats pitcher spot's coming out the bat. Guess who they bring in to pinch hit?
Tony Batista.
Tony fucking Batista.
God damn.
Pops out or grounds out, doesn't give me the bat because of it.
Fuck.
It was contingent on him not getting into the game. I'd get his bat.
That's tough.
And I have a couple like batting gloves too.
I
That
would have just given me the fucking bed.
yeah, I think it was like a thing like because I think it like didn't want to give like a sharded bat like if the bat's like broke or anything. Doesn't want to give it away or anything. I don't know. But I have a couple like batting gloves from players. I have a Josh Willingham batting glove that I also got signed later by him. They threw into the stands.
Ah.
Yeah. If you go to opening day in the last game of the season for a team that's trash, they'll give you shit.
Yeah.
Because like opening day, they're excited. They'll just throwing shit out.
Yeah.
In the last game of the season, they have like, I remember Todd Coffey, who was a relief pitcher.
These fucking names.
It's just got a encyclopedia. This is again when I said I watched every game growing up. Todd Coffey was a relief
line.
pitcher. Favorite thing about Todd Coffey is he used to sprint from the bullpen into the mountain. He's this big fat guy too. He's just like full out sprinting, and they call it coffee time when he'd sprint in.
All right, I like that.
No, it was great. Big main character actually in the book The Arm, written by Jeff Passan about Tommy John surgery because he had 2 Tommy John surgeries. So just a little Todd Coffey fact. Anyway, it was the end of the season and like people are throwing shit and Todd Coffey takes off his glove and he throws it into the stands and it skims off my fingers and goes to someone behind me. And I almost got a glove. That would have been sick.
That was the last game of the year?
Last game of the year.
Yeah, they're just like, fuck this
Like,
shitty
fuck it.
season. Get
Yeah.
rid of my shit.
1 year in like 06 or 05, my brother got
You see anything on that bottom line?
a baseball cap from one of the players, Tony Armas Jr., that was thrown into the stands, and I also got a pullover jacket from Chad Cordero. So these are some remembering guys'
I
names.
don't know who any of these people are.
So if you were a Nats fan in the mid 2000s, you must be ecstatic right now that I'm just naming all these
Hit
players.
Johnny up for some merch.
Yep.
Selling on the black market.
Yeah, fuck it.
All right, Zach Belmer has a question for you. Bruins question again.
Oh.
Hey, Big Mike, are you going to watch Bruins tonight? And do you think they should win?
What do they got?
Who are the Bruins playing?
I thought they were on. I can't keep up. Oh, they got the Kraken.
Oh,
Yeah, they should definitely win tonight. The Kraken stink.
Are they home or on the road?
Yep.
Home.
Yep. And then they go on All-Star break. I want to say. I thought they go on tomorrow. Maybe not.
Oh,
Oh
Ryan.
no, All-Star break after tomorrow.
Yep.
But yeah, go Bees.
Go Bees. Do you
I'll
actually think
definitely
Jim Harbaugh's going back to the NFL again? We just talked about that. What are their options to have Cousins? Yeah, we kind of touched it on a little bit. They could trade for Goff, someone says. Dwayne Bacon says. No. Is Goff better than Cousins?
I think I'd rather.
I'd rather have Cousins. Cousins can do more for me.
Cousins?
Cousins at least give you fucking points.
If you put Cousins on that Rams team, he's taking them to the Super Bowl. Maybe. Nah, maybe not. I don't know. It's Kirk Cousins.
No. I don't. They're the same quarterback. I don't know. I like Jared Goff, but like I don't know. He's not better than Kirk Cousins. Kirk
I don't
Cousins
know.
stinks.
All right, next topic. Tesla self-driving car runs multiple stop signs, which raises questions about the car's ability.
They can't get this one down, huh?
I'm telling you, this whole automatic driving thing is.
It's one of those
It's
things.
very
yeah,
new still.
it's still very new. It's one of those things I feel like either every car has to be autonomous or none of the cars can be.
Right, because if you mix the two, you can't. The autonomous car can't predict the human error
yeah.
of
And-
the other car making a wrong turn.
Oh.
It's
It's not great. And
it's great. I'm sure it's great for like a long car ride across the country.
Oh, yeah.
But other than that,
like in city driving, like I was
Ugh.
watching a video of one of these cars, and like that's kind of brain of how it works and how it recognizes things, and it almost plowed into like it was making turns at every turn. There were people crossing the crosswalk, and it would just speed up into the crosswalks, and you'd be like, Jesus Christ, like these things aren't ready.
no, they're out for blood.
They're out for blood. Like how can we trust the computers, man? Like,
I've
man,
learned
one
thing
day,
in my life.
man, the computers are gonna take us over, man.
They are.
These things are man too smart. When they start to feel love, when these cars start to feel what love is, man, game over, man, game over.
It's I don't know. Teslas are cool, and this is a super cool thought. You just nailing it down is going to be next to impossible.
Yeah.
There's just too many people and
Yeah.
too many cars as
Yeah.
well. Like,
This is an interesting thing about technology, about how some technologies are ahead of its time in like bad ways. For example, when Betty Crocker made cake mix for the first time, they managed to make a cake mix without eggs. Eggs weren't necessary. And people thought that was blasphemous. Like, no way you can make a cake mix without eggs. So they had to revert their old recipe back to making it where you have to put eggs in because people weren't ready for them not to put eggs in the cake mix.
what?
Yeah. Like, people were just so freaked out about the whole concept. And there's, like, many examples of
Who
this.
cares? Like, who
Like-
cares if that still makes a cake?
Exactly. And, like, when ATMs started popping up in, like, the 90s, there was a new technology for ATMs where it could actually read your fingerprint and do fingerprint scanning. And that was another thing that people were like, oh, this is a cool technology, but people were too terrified to use. So they had to scrap the whole technology of it. Like, instead of having a card, you could
Yeah.
read your fingerprint. And that technology's been in place for 30 years. We've had that technology forever
I've never seen that on an ATM.
because people don't think it's private.
So I actually don't like that one.
No?
No. Say someone just knocks you the fuck out,
They could take your credit card, too.
and they,
Chop your thumb off.
yeah, but you still need the pin.
Well, I guess it's true.
If you just have the fingerprint with no pin,
Mhm.
and someone knocks you the fuck out, boom, see ya. There goes your money. So I actually don't mind that one.
Yeah.
Not being. I don't know. ATMs are weird.
ATMs are weird. But yeah, those are some examples of technology being too ahead of its time.
I would like them to get to the point where I can go onto my phone. If I need cash, I can go on my phone,
They
And
deliver the cash.
exactly, and I can take out $100 from the ATM, but they mail me the $100 instead
That
of going
sounds
to the ATM.
like they mail it to you. That sounds like the opposite of an ATM. Oh, we'll get to you in 3 to 5 business days. Your money that you want right now.
No, it's a quick service. I don't know. I don't ever want to have to leave my couch essentially for anything.
I mean, you could have someone pick up the. I guess you can give them your card.
Yeah.
Because like you were saying, like I wish on my phone, like you can use your phone to work the ATM right now. Like your face scanner, boom, that's a card reader, contactless reader. You can use your card to pick up money on an ATM.
I want it delivered to me.
You just want the money delivered.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
In a nice white envelope that
Crisp.
says Mike.
It's like $20.
Yeah, just like a $20 bill.
Mike, open it up.
It like barely pays the stamp that got it here.
Takes 3 weeks to get there.
Yep. But it'll get there.
Last topic we got here. You guys big Halo fans back in the day?
Dude, so are the show they're coming out with?
Mhm.
Why? Why are they doing this?
Because they can.
Are people gonna watch this? Are
I'm
you a
sh-
big Halo guy?
No. No, I never was.
I never got into
I
it.
never got into shooting games as a kid.
I liked.
Call of Duty.
Yeah, I also played. Halo 3 was the big one.
Yeah, that was a big
yeah.
one.
I played Halo.
I played a little bit, like obviously, like I was a child when
Yeah.
the game was massive,
Yeah.
and so like all my friends had it, and they'd all play it. I was never good at shooting games because I would
Yeah.
never be able to do 2 things at once in the game, like turn and shoot. So I
Yeah.
just like just
Yeah.
fire to the ground constantly.
I
Yeah,
can't believe they're making a show.
yeah. So do you know I feel like I'm just dropping a lot of knowledge today. So they were supposed to make a movie Halo about a decade ago, and it got scrapped. And you know what movie they ended up making in its place was District 9. So the
Really?
budget that they had for Halo was scrapped and used to make District 9 instead. Little fun movie trivia for you.
Wow. Never seen District 9. Any good?
Yeah, I think you'd like it. It's a good movie.
Okay.
About South African aliens. Aliens
Okay.
land in South Africa, and it's a metaphor for the apartheid.
Oh.
Um,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah. Good movie. But yeah, they're making a Halo TV show now, which I will not watch.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I have zero desire to watch a video game movie or show. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, they just make nothing anymore new. There's no new ideas. Everything's
No.
just an old idea recycled into new things.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
Keep the video games in the video games. The video game already has like like these video games have storylines already, and like that's a whole big aspect of it. There's no need to just make it into a show.
Yeah.
But I'm sure people will watch it.
So you said the All-Star Weekend's this weekend in hockey?
Yes.
So this is an interesting one. NHL players will take a boat into the Bellagio fountains for an awesome skills competition event this
Hell
weekend
yeah.
at the All-Star event.
Oh yeah, it's in Vegas too.
It's
It's
in
gonna be
Vegas,
sick. I'm
yeah.
excited for it actually.
So
They're gonna do it big.
according to ESPN, 5 players will head out to Las Vegas Boulevard for 21 and 22, a variation of blackjack that will revolve around participants firing pucks at a board covered in different playing cards to amass the best hand and the fewest shots possible.
I love it. I love
That's pretty sick.
it. Like, this is great. That's great, and especially because hockey's trying to grow the game so much and like get eyes on it, and it is growing a good amount. This is perfect. Do some obscure things.
Yeah.
Head to Vegas. Do weird things. Do good cool things that are gonna get eyes on this, and people can just be like, oh fuck, like this is something I've never seen before. Like it's a great idea.
So this is what it'll look like. It'll be players
Hell
in the
yeah.
Shooting shooting at playing cards, trying to get 21.
Hell yeah.
I think the NFL is always trying to do some weird skills competition type stuff too for the Pro Bowl.
Fucking to the Pro Bowl.
Yeah,
The Pro Bowl is such a joke.
it's such a joke. You know what's in Vegas now? It's
Really?
not Hawaii anymore. It's a
It's
shame.
Such a joke, dude.
It's the worst event. But
The
oh wait, apparently the real star of the show is the Fountain Face Off. There's another event which will require 8 competitors to climb around aboard a vessel that will take them onto a platform located at the center of the Bellagio fountains and fire pucks at a number of targets placed in the water around them.
well,
It's another. So the 21-21
yeah.
was a different event. Then there's an event where they're in the Bellagio fountain as well.
Do it big. Fuck it.
One in Vegas.
Yeah, one in Vegas. I mean, I think it's a good idea. Just do obscure things. People, I mean, people are gonna watch that. People are gonna watch something different. It's gonna be cool. And obviously you have the game too. All the big stars showing out. I don't mind the hockey. Hockey All-Star Weekend's kind of cool.
Yeah, I haven't watched. Do they still do the 4 teams?
Hmm?
Do they still do the 4 teams?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. The 4 teams.
Oh. Well, it's Tuesday, which can only mean one thing.
Trivia Tuesday.
Trivia Tuesday.
Trivia.
So we got Ryan and Dwayne Bacon in the comments right now, trying to plan for one of them to hop on in the pit, to hop on in the pit literally. So this is what they're talking about. They want to fly in to Lumberland and actually appear on the show.
They're gonna fly in.
What?
Listen, we'll talk to Casey.
Gee Louise, I mean, if they fly all the way in.
If you fly all the way in,
Fuck it.
yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah, well, talk to Casey.
Yeah, as in, deal's already done.
We'll talk. If you guys get a plane ticket, we'll talk.
Show us the plane ticket.
Show us the
You gotta
money.
get yourself here too. I'm not a shuttle.
We're not picking you up from the airport.
I ain't no shuttle service. I
Ubers
drive
are
enough
expensive
miles a week.
nowadays.
All right. I'm Googling trivia questions.
They want to fly.
Trivia.
Hysterical. They take the red eye in.
Oh, this is the one we already did last time.
There's a hotel down the street. You can stay there too.
Yeah? You want to stay in
nice
Westford? All right. Here are your trivia questions. What year was the very first model of the iPhone released?
2007.
7 is correct. Next question.
Ooh, by the way.
Yes.
Tough look on your the TikTok on what year the songs were released. Avicii Levels, 2011, not 2013. I'm certain of it. Because the 10-year anniversary was this past year.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I think maybe he was
They
releasing the
said-
album in 2013.
Yeah. Just wanted to bring that to light.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Hey, we're not. Shit happens. You guys want to fucking shit on Johnny on the comments? You're shitting on everybody in this building. So back the fuck up.
Big Nick, I appreciate it.
No problem. I got you.
All right. Well, we're playing a full game today of name the year for songs.
Oh boy,
So I gotta put that.
that
together.
was very difficult. Props to Dante. And
Well, you'll be playing it today too.
that was difficult.
All right. Your question. The show's coming back this week. South Park. What year was the first episode of South Park?
2008.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm gonna say.
South Park, is that old?
Oh yeah, it's old.
Since 25th season.
I'm gonna
That's a
say.
hit.
25 seasons.
Oh, math. 22 minus, so 97.
97 is correct.
Math.
Yeah, it's
You
his
said
20.
25.
Yeah.
25th season.
Shit. Yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah.
still got it wrong.
Wow.
Yeah, 25 seasons. I'm excited for the new season. I've been watching the movies.
Is that the longest? Or no, Simpsons.
Simpsons longer, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, another thing, I love South Park growing up as a kid too.
Yeah.
So I still watch it.
That's one show I watched here and there, but I don't know
All
why
right.
too, because I liked every episode I watched.
25 fucking. I thought 9 seasons was a lot.
Yeah, no. Animated shows never end. Who did Forbes name the youngest self-made billionaire in 2019?
Kylie Jenner.
Kylie.
She's a billionaire.
Yeah.
She's
She
a
has-
fucking billionaire.
She has that cosmetics line.
Yeah, it's a beauty.
Yeah.
Fucking A. Gotta start making some makeup or something.
Yeah, I mean
Make
that's
lipstick.
Ooh.
Put the stick in the neck.
Yeah, I don't know if that one's gonna sell. Oh boy.
It was a trap. Put the snack in the E.
What does BMW stand for in English?
Come on, Big Nick.
Shit. I owned a Beamer too, motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
The M has got to be motor, right? Motors.
Best motor wings.
Best motor wings. That actually get. Yes.
Best Motorworks.
Think Germany. It's a German car.
Berlin Motorworks. Oh.
Another word for Germans.
Bulgarian
The
motorworks.
region that Germany is in is also known as the.
Best area ever.
That's certainly not true.
I hate Germany.
Germany's
Germany's a shithole.
I have my beef with Germany for many reasons.
yeah. I went to Berlin. It's
Bavarian.
fucking garbage.
Bavarian Motorworks.
Bavarian?
Bavarian.
Would never got that shit.
Nah, you could have given me 13 years.
Bulgarian.
I went to Berlin and Munich when I was in Europe.
Yeah, Berlin's it's just like a garbage can.
It's the weird thing about Berlin is like half the city is still built like it was built by the fucking Russians.
Yeah.
Just very cold buildings, just very, blocky architecture. And then like we went to this club in Berlin.
Which one?
I don't remember.
Tresor?
Is it a basement?
Was
Like a
they
dungeon?
They take all your phones and everything.
Yes.
And yeah. And
It
it was
might-
like it looked like you were in a prison.
Like a dungeon prison?
Yeah.
That could have been it.
Tresor.
Yeah.
It was. I've never been more scared in my life.
Yeah, that was
At like
terrifying.
3 a.m. You
Yeah.
have no idea what time it is.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Did you literally think you were just gonna get locked in?
I don't know what happened.
I can't.
It was very
It's a
scary.
little blurry.
It was.
All I remember is getting Donner afterwards. Oh, Donner in Germany is incredible.
What is that?
It's like it's Middle Eastern. It's like lamb or
Yeah.
whatever, like one of
Oh,
the
yeah.
boxes of meat.
That's amazing.
It's the best street food, Donner.
I'm gonna stay in the States for now.
You never miss
Germany,
anything in
Germany is quite the place. All right, so this is a new question. I guess I'm asking this off the top of my head. Which tennis player holds the record for most Grand Slams?
Rafael Nadal just
Rafael
got
Nadal.
Yes, he does.
21.
Just got it. Just broke the record this week. We didn't even talk about it.
I've always been a Nadal fan.
Yeah,
Yeah, I actually used to watch a shit ton of tennis growing up.
that
And
doesn't surprise me.
I've always been Nadal over Federer. I don't know
I-
why.
Nadal always had his number, didn't he?
They kind of went back and forth. Him and Djokovic have 20. Nadal or Federer.
Yeah, they both had 20. They all
And
kind of crazy.
Nadal's
They all
had
had the same
21.
number. Yeah.
Dude, how old is Nadal? He's probably sneaky still, like only like what, like
Let me say
36.
38.
21.
He's been on the scene since he was 14.
He is 35.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
Yeah. He probably started blowing up when he was 17 because that's one of the sports that you just start so young.
Yeah. Crazy.
Crazy, dude. He's had some injuries in his day, his knees or an ankle.
He's been pro since 2001 at
Damn.
15.
Gee Louise.
Yep.
long time.
Long
21
time.
years.
21 years. All right, let's see. This is what's happening. Tell Casey I'll fly in
So
too.
like
Uh-oh.
14. So he was pro when he was 14.
These guys
Is
are
that the
gonna
right math?
fly in. I'm calling these guys bluffs on the flying in. They ain't flying in. You guys are flying in like I'm flying out to see you.
All right.
Ain't
That's all I
gonna
got for
happen.
trivia. Big
Ain't
Nick,
happening.
you want to wrap us?
Yeah. We'll wrap it up.
All right, make sure you like and subscribe. Turn your notifications on. We'll be back here tomorrow. We got Joke of the Day tomorrow. And, yeah, 3-man squad will be here again tomorrow. That shit's a wrap.